Imagine an electric SUV that looks like it came from the future, delivers up to 690 horsepower, and can charge hundreds of kilometers of range in just minutes. Xiaomi has already shaken up the smartphone and technology world, but now it wants to completely change the way we think about premium electric cars. This is the Xiaomi YU7. Hi everyone, welcome back to Motor Zone YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a close look at the 2026 new premium Xiaomi YU7, an electric SUV that combines futuristic styling, serious performance, advanced technology, and a surprisingly luxurious cabin. And trust me, this isn't simply another electric SUV with a big battery. Xiaomi has clearly designed the YU7 to compete with some of the biggest names in the premium EV market. The YU7 is Xiaomi's first SUV, and it follows the company's SU7 electric sedan. But instead of simply turning the SU7 into a taller vehicle, Xiaomi has created the YU7 with its own identity. It has a long, low-slung profile, aggressive proportions, a spacious cabin, and technology that feels more like a high-end piece of consumer electronics than a traditional automobile. From the very first glance, the YU7 makes a strong impression. The front end is smooth and aerodynamic, because there is no traditional gasoline engine underneath the hood. Instead of a large grille, Xiaomi uses a clean, closed-off front design with carefully shaped air channels that help manage airflow and cooling. The headlights are one of the most recognizable elements of the YU7. They're slim, sharp, and positioned to give the SUV a confident expression. Xiaomi has incorporated its distinctive lighting signature into the front design, creating a futuristic appearance without making the vehicle look overly complicated. Move toward the side, and the YU7 becomes even more impressive. Measuring almost 5 meters long, nearly 2 meters wide, and riding on a 3,000mm wheelbase, this is a substantial SUV. Yet because of its low roofline and carefully sculpted body, it doesn't look bulky. Instead, it has the proportions of a sporty crossover. The roof flows smoothly toward the rear, creating a coupe-like silhouette while still maintaining the practicality expected from an SUV. The aerodynamic body isn't just about appearance either. Xiaomi has worked extensively on airflow, giving the YU7 a drag coefficient of approximately 0.245. That helps improve efficiency and contributes to the vehicle's impressive driving range. The wheel designs also add plenty of character. Depending on the version, buyers can get 19, 20, or 21-inch wheels, giving the YU7 everything from a comfortable premium look to a much more aggressive performance appearance. Around the body, Xiaomi has paid attention to the small details. The door handles sit flush with the body, helping maintain the clean aerodynamic profile, while the glasshouse and roofline create a premium, modern appearance. The large wheels fill the arches nicely, and the short visual overhangs make the SUV look planted on the road. At the rear, the design becomes even cleaner. Slim rear lighting stretches across the vehicle, while the sculpted tailgate and sporty bumper complete the look. There's no need for fake exhaust outlets or unnecessary decoration. Everything is focused on aerodynamics, technology, and modern electric car design. And that's what makes the YU7 interesting. It doesn't scream for attention with excessive styling. Instead, it has this smooth, confident presence that becomes more impressive the longer you look at it. Step inside, and Xiaomi's technology background becomes immediately obvious. The interior of the YU7 is designed around simplicity, space, and digital interaction. Instead of covering the dashboard with dozens of physical buttons, Xiaomi has created a clean and modern environment where the main controls are integrated into the vehicle's digital ecosystem. One of the biggest highlights is the panoramic display system. Xiaomi calls it the HyperVision panoramic display, and it creates an ultra-wide visual interface positioned across the lower portion of the windshield area. The system uses multiple high-resolution mini-LED displays to provide information in a much wider field of view than a traditional instrument cluster. That means important driving information can be presented directly in front of the driver without forcing them to constantly look down toward a conventional dashboard screen. Then there's the central infotainment display, which acts as the command center for the cabin. Navigation, media, vehicle settings, connectivity, and other functions are presented through a large, modern interface. And because this is a Xiaomi vehicle, the technology integration is one of the biggest selling points. Xiaomi understands smartphones, smart home devices, connected products, and digital ecosystems, so the YU7 is designed around the idea that your car should feel like another part of your digital life. The cabin itself has a premium atmosphere. Depending on the configuration, the YU7 can feature high-quality leather or eco-leather materials, soft touch surfaces, refined trim pieces, and carefully designed seating. The front seats are especially impressive. They're designed not only to support the driver during spirited driving but also to provide a relaxing experience on long journeys. Xiaomi has even incorporated leg support and ottoman-style comfort features into the seating experience. For rear passengers, the long wheelbase creates plenty of space. This is important because the YU7 is not trying to be a tiny urban crossover. It's designed as a larger premium SUV, and the cabin reflects that mission. There's also a panoramic roof that helps make the interior feel even more open. During the day, natural light can flood into the cabin, while at night the glass roof creates a more spacious atmosphere. Storage practicality is another strong point. The YU7 offers a front trunk with around 141 liters of capacity, while the main rear luggage compartment provides approximately 678 liters. Fold the rear seats down, and total cargo capacity can increase to roughly 1,758 liters. That means this SUV isn't only about looking futuristic. It can also handle everyday family life, shopping, luggage, road trips, and larger cargo. The rear passengers aren't forgotten either. Xiaomi has designed the cabin with convenient controls and connectivity options, allowing passengers to interact with aspects of the vehicle's comfort and entertainment systems. And this is where the YU7 starts to feel different from many traditional luxury SUVs. Instead of simply using expensive materials, Xiaomi is trying to create a technology-first luxury experience. But of course, the most exciting part of the YU7 isn't the screen. It's what happens when you press the accelerator. The YU7 is fully electric, and Xiaomi offers multiple versions with very different performance levels. The entry-level version uses a single electric motor driving the rear wheels. It produces around 235 kilowatts, equivalent to approximately 320 horsepower, with 528 Nm of torque. That is already serious performance for a large SUV. The base YU7 can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in roughly 5.9 seconds and can reach a top speed of around 240 km per hour. But if you want more excitement, the YU7 Pro takes things to another level. The Pro uses a dual-motor all-wheel drive system, producing approximately 365 kilowatts, or around 496 horsepower, with 690 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 km per hour takes just over 4 seconds. That means the YU7 Pro can deliver the kind of acceleration that would have sounded unbelievable from a family SUV just a few years ago. But then we reach the YU7 Max. This is where Xiaomi stops playing it safe. The U7 Max uses 2 electric motors and produces an astonishing 508 kilowatts of combined power, equivalent to approximately 690 PS. Total torque reaches 866 Nm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes just 3.23 seconds, with Xiaomi quoting an even quicker figure when rollout is excluded. The top speed reaches approximately 253 km per hour. Think about that for a moment. This is a large premium electric SUV that can launch from 0 to 100 in roughly the same time as some serious performance sports cars. And because it's electric, that power arrives almost instantly. There is no waiting for a turbocharger to build boost, no gearshift interruption, and no dramatic engine revving before the power arrives. You simply press the accelerator and the YU7 delivers immediate thrust. But performance isn't everything. One of the biggest reasons people are switching to electric vehicles is efficiency and range, and Xiaomi has put considerable effort into this area. The U7 uses an advanced 800-volt electrical architecture across the lineup. Depending on the version, battery capacity is around 96.3 or 101.7 kilowatt-hours. The standard YU7 can achieve up to approximately 835 km of CLTC rated range, while the Pro offers around 770 km and the Max around 760 km under the same test cycle. Real-world range will naturally depend on speed, temperature, driving style, road conditions, and climate control use, but the official numbers show just how seriously Xiaomi has approached long-distance driving. Charging is another major advantage. The U7 Max supports charging rates of up to 5.2 C, and Xiaomi says the battery can go from 10 to 80% in around 12 minutes under suitable charging conditions. The company also says a 15-minute fast charge session can add roughly 620 km of CLTC rated range. That kind of charging capability could completely change how people plan road trips. Instead of spending a long time waiting beside a charger, a short stop can potentially put a huge amount of range back into the battery. And the driving experience isn't only about straight-line acceleration. The U7 uses an advanced suspension setup, including a front double wishbone arrangement and rear 5-link independent suspension. Higher-end configurations also feature adjustable damping and an intelligent chassis system designed to balance comfort with handling. That's important because a premium SUV has to do more than accelerate quickly. It needs to remain comfortable when you're driving through the city, stable on highways, and controlled when you attack a corner. Xiaomi has also equipped the YU7 with powerful braking hardware, including Brembo 4-piston fixed calipers on performance-focused versions. So the YU7 isn't just a giant battery with a motor attached. Xiaomi has clearly tried to build a complete premium driving machine. And perhaps that's the most fascinating thing about this vehicle. Xiaomi entered the automotive world as a technology company, not as a traditional car manufacturer. Yet the YU7 shows that the company is taking the automotive industry extremely seriously. It has the range, the performance, the charging technology, the cabin space, the digital interface, and the premium design to make established automakers pay attention. The 2026 Xiaomi YU7 represents a new kind of premium SUV, one where software, connectivity, battery technology, performance, and design all come together. Whether you're interested in the smooth exterior, the futuristic cabin, the massive digital displays, or that unbelievable 690 horsepower max version, there's something about the YU7 that makes it difficult to ignore. And that's exactly what Xiaomi wanted. The U7 isn't simply another electric SUV entering an already crowded market. It's Xiaomi's statement that its ambitions extend far beyond smartphones and consumer electronics. This is a company attempting to prove that it can build a premium vehicle capable of competing on design, technology, comfort, range, and performance. So, would you choose the Xiaomi YU7 over a Tesla, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or another premium electric SUV? Let us know your choice in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep look at the 2026 Xiaomi YU7, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to MotorZone, and turn on notifications, because more exciting new cars are coming your way. The future of electric SUVs is getting faster, smarter, and more competitive, and the Xiaomi YU7 is one of the clearest examples of where that future is heading.